Brown Boy Wonder podcast.
Welcome to the second annual of the spooky edition of the Brown Boy Wonder podcast. Since it's spooky season, my guest and I are, of course, rewatching the Conjuring Universe in this month of October. Let me bring in my guest here. He is currently not scared of any of these films, but I don't know. Maybe he is. It's Skyler. Skyler, how are you doing today?
I'm doing great. Did I say I wasn't scared?
I don't think you never mentioned it.
I don't get as scared as you. I find stuff creepy.
Yeah, me too. But are you getting a little tired of these Conjuring movies?
Maybe this one.
Maybe. Yeah, I was feeling the same.
We've had some real ups and downs.
Yeah.
In this universe.
Yeah. Wolf's at the door.
Hmm.
Well, I do have a question for you, man.
Yeah.
Do you hear someone weeping?
Uh-oh, are we gonna play hide and drown your kids?
Oh, that's not a fun game. But yes, we are going to rewatch. Well, people say this is not part of the Conjuring universe, but it is when you watch another film. But
they advertised that this was part of the Conjuring universe. And in fact, I'm pretty sure the poster says something about the Conjuring on it.
Mm-hmm.
And when looking up the list, this said, "Oh, La Llorona is not part of the universe, it's not part of the series, but it's in the same universe." Which I guess technically that is true.
Yeah,
but I contest that. I think there's zero reason that you don't include this in the box set, which they didn't include this in the box set.
That's true.
Because we'll get to it, but they literally show clips from Annabelle in this movie.
Mm-hmm.
This is just part of the universe, man. This is happening.
Yeah.
And I think we'll talk about it.
All right. Well, yeah. So we are talking about The Curse of La Llorona, this movie was released in 2019, right before the pandemic.
So long ago.
Yeah. Directed by Michael Chaves, written by Mickey
Chavez.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
It's okay.
Michael Chavez, written by Mickey Daughtry and Tobias Lackanis. Apologize for that.
Yeah, I'm not going to help you with that one. I don't know.
But let's get into the cast here. We got our girl, our Velma,
Yes,
Linda.
sir.
Yes, Linda Cardinelli. As
very close.
Yeah.
She was Velma in live action Scooby-Doo. She was on the show Freaks and Geeks. Sure. She's part of the Marvel universe. Hawkeye's wife.
Mm-hmm.
She's also in Guardians of the Galaxy 3. She's the voice of the otter.
Mm-hmm.
And she's great. I love her.
She's a great actress. She's played as Anna Garcia. The next guy is Roman Christo as Chris Garcia.
He's one of the kids.
You're one of the kids, yeah. Yes, Chris. Jane Lee Lynn Kitchen as Samantha, the other kid. Our resident Breaking Bad character, Raymond.
Tuco!
Yes, Raymond Cruz as Tuco. Well, I wish he was Tuco in this movie.
He's to me, in my head, he is Tuco's lawful good long lost brother.
Yeah, I agree. Well, his
maybe
name is
maybe not lawful good. He's neutral good. He's up to some stuff.
Maybe, yeah, a little bit. Well, his name is Raphael. We got Marisol Ramirez as La Llorona.
Mm-hmm.
We got Patricia Vasquez, aka the Egyptian from The Mummy.
Oh, Anaxona.
Her name.
What's her name? I can't do it. This is how you pronounce just normal names. I can't say
exactly.
This one.
Well, you should know her. She was She was the counterpart for Rachel Weisz. I can't even pronounce her name.
The second
yeah.
Anaxunamun. That's what it is.
There we go. That is her name from The Mummy. She was great in that as well, and she's also great in this one. She's also playing as Patricia as well.
She was also in season 1 of Arrested Development.
Oh, was she?
Yeah. It's funny. Funny show. Go watch that show. It's funny. Just seasons 1, 2, and 3. You don't have to watch the rest. Unless you want to, then go ahead.
And the latest season, when they're all old, it wasn't for me. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
We got Sean Patrick Thomas as Detective Cooper. And of course we got our guy, our again resident priest from Annabelle, Tony Amendola as Father Perez.
So as previously mentioned, I thought, because when we watched Wolves at the Door, our issue was we watched it because it had that police character in it.
Mm-hmm.
And he just shows up at the beginning and he's like, I'm the same guy. But you wouldn't know that if you weren't paying attention.
Yeah.
I thought we were going to do the same thing here. Because I've seen this movie before, but it was a while ago. I didn't really remember. So I was like, it's connected because we have Father Perez and he shows. I remember he showed up and he's just like, I was in Annabelle, but it doesn't matter. But
he's like,
he not only does he say I was an Annabelle, then he shows you some Annabelle, and then he alludes to the Warrens.
Yes,
I don't know why he didn't say it by name, because in Annabelle he said them by name, like I'll take it to the Warrens, Ed and Lorraine Warren, demonologists from The Conjuring. That's what he says. But in this, he's just like he looks at the camera and he says, there's some people that work with the church, but they're busy and they're not coming.
And not at all. But yeah, he's kind of like Nick Fury.
My chair just broke. Did you hear that?
No.
Spooky. I don't know if that picked up at all, but the arm of my chair just collapsed.
Oh,
there's some hauntings happening. This is scary.
Let me not mention Nick Fury then.
Yeah, he's the spookiest of them all.
But yeah, let's get into the budget here. What do you think the budget for The Curse of La Llorona for this one here?
Man, I don't even know. I don't even have a guess. It's cheap, but I don't know. They had to pay Linda Carlini, and they had to pay Tuco.
Tight.
And then I guess they had to pay
the kids.
Trisha Velasquez. No, you don't pay the kids. You just give them some Dino Nuggies and
Dino Nuggies.
Come out of school and you're fine. But it's mostly just in one house. So it's the one house, which is a nice house. And then there's there's a graveyard set for a minute, and then there's like a back alley set for a minute. There's a church set for a minute, and then that's really it. That's really eggs. It. Oh, someone had to go buy some eggs.
Yeah,
and then fill them with the Venom symbiote.
Venom.
But we'll get to the eggs. I don't know. Very cheap, but I couldn't really begin to guess.
Well, it's $9 million. $9 million.
That's pretty cheap.
It is.
So what? How much of that did Linda Carlini get? Because she's a name. She's in things.
Yeah, maybe she got the $6 million.
Oh, Tuco got to keep the eggs.
Yeah, yeah, he did. Well, what about any guesses for the box office?
No, I don't have one for that either this time.
Well,
because it wasn't. I mean, surely it's for any movie. It's easy to make $9 million, so they made their money back. But there wasn't a sequel. They don't include it in part of the universe, the box set. So I don't know. They really don't acknowledge it. I got no idea how much was it. How much did it make? How much did this movie make?
Well, let me count it down for you. 1, 2, 3 million. $123 million.
$123 million.
There is another version of this movie, but it's in Spanish, but it's like a whole different cast. But I believe it came out the same year as well. So maybe people got confused on which one to watch, Spanish version or this one. So I don't know.
This is where we reveal that I did watch the Spanish version.
You did? Oh
No.
Okay. All right. Well, initial thoughts of this movie before we get into it.
It's okay.
Yeah.
It's fine. It's my problem with this movie is, and to a certain extent, a piece of the movie we'll be talking about next time.
Mhm.
This movie didn't really do anything that The Nun didn't already do.
Sure. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, it was kind of the same-ish.
We got creepy lady standing down the hallway.
Yeah.
It's just a very specific. Now, the La Llorona curse or the spirit
Mhm.
is an actual like folklore thing.
Yes.
It's an actual a vengeful ghost in Mexican folklore.
Mhm.
So it's neat to do that. I just think, I mean, I'm not going to say it doesn't fit in the Conjuring universe because A, it does, and B,
Yeah.
they not trying to, I guess, because they won't even. They're not trying to make it fit. But
Yes.
yeah, it's just like when you stack her up next to the nun. It's like, well, the nun looks creepier, is creepier. They execute better.
Mhm.
But I like Linda Cardellini. I like when Tuco shows up. I'm gonna start calling him by his real name, Raymond Cruz, because he's more than just Tuco. He was also in
The crime shows.
Better Call Saul as Tuco. No, he was in Alien Resurrection, wasn't he?
Oh yeah, he was. He was a young guy there too.
Not that that's great,
No.
but it happened.
Yeah, but he's been in a lot of like cop shows, pretty much.
Was he in I want to look up his filmography.
Please,
You get us rolling. I'm gonna look up what he was in Alien Resurrection.
Ooh.
Why do I want to say that he was in Starship Troopers? Am I thinking of someone else?
Maybe you're thinking of what's her face? Denise Richards.
You're right. I was confusing Tuco Salamanca with Denise Richards. That's my fault. I'll try not to do that again.
Please. But yes, let's get into the plot here. In 1673, Mexico, a family plays in a field, and the youngest son gives his mother a necklace, who says she will treasure the item forever.
Mm-hmm.
The boy goes on a hike. A while later, he finds his mother violently drowning his brother in a stream. Horrified, he runs, but his mother catches him. He is assumed to be drowned as well.
Yeah, absolutely, he was.
But yeah, it's
It's a dark start.
very dark.
Dark way to start a movie.
Yeah. Again, killing kids is not good, of course. And this entity, I guess, is all about it. So
You watched a lot of kids being killed this week because you also saw Terrifier 3.
Oh God, don't get me started with Terrifier 3. I'm done with that. No more kid killing. No more kid killings, please.
I agree.
But yeah, thoughts on the scene. It is very dark. They just gotta tell you the folklore. That's pretty much for this scene.
Yeah, it gets the job done. It sets it up. I mean, it's explained in great detail later, exactly what we're seeing, but gets the job done. She drowns her kids, and that's that's how we start. It's a little, so like you said, how I don't get scared.
Yeah.
I guess I did get like, how am I gonna phrase this? Weirded out, not grossed out, but like it's not good when you see like the mom, La Llorona, grab the little kid by the arm and he's like, no, mama, no, and drag him away, and then you're like, well, he drowned.
Yeah.
That's that's a little harrowing, a little haunting, but it's a curse. It's a curse of La Llorona, and that's what we're here for.
Absolutely. I do you ever had like anybody who encountered the La Llorona? Or have you?
I have not, and I hope to not.
Oh.
It's a Mexican folklore.
Yeah.
We do have a couple Mexican friends actually from Mexico.
Mhm.
So I would have to call one of them, figure that
I
out.
I remember in middle school, I do have a Hispanic friend, and he
Yeah.
was just telling me all about it. I was like, "Oh, what's
Oh,
that?" Yeah, he was like, "That's not fun." He's like, "Yeah." He said he encountered it, but I don't know if I believe his story or not because it was kind of like not. That doesn't seem real. I guess maybe
and
I
you were
was a
like,
middle schooler.
and you were 11 or 12 at the time.
Yeah, I was like, maybe he's just telling lies, but I don't know. Maybe
Then
he's
they
telling
made
the
a
truth.
movie about it. Maybe this movie's about him. Because
Oh God.
everything in the Conjuring universe is based on some
Yeah.
form of true story, right?
Yeah.
Even Wolves the Door, which was terrible, 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 showed us gruesome murders of real people.
Yeah.
So, maybe this movie was about him.
Maybe. His name is Oscar, so shout out to Oscar if you're listening. I don't know if you know me or if you remember me or not, but there we go.
What's his last name? What's his address? No, I'm just kidding. Don't say those things.
I was trying to remember the last name. All right, so 300 years later, in 1973, Los Angeles, caseworker Anna and her kids, Chris and Sam, or Samantha, I'll call her Sam, getting ready for the day. But the kids missed the school bus, and Chris duct taped his feet for shoes.
His shoes were falling apart.
Yeah.
His mom did it.
Yeah.
She's a single mom. She's a hard worker. She's got to get her kids out the door,
Mhm.
and the kid is walking out the door. His shoes are falling apart, man. Like those aren't shoes anymore. And
No.
then the mom's like, "What do I do?" And she's just, I would do the same thing as she's sticking on her feet,
All right.
about his feet.
Maybe it's common, I guess.
I don't think
No,
it's
it might be common for at least for kids.
if you've ever or if your parents have ever duct taped your shoes, leave a comment.
Please. Anna investigates the truancy of client Patricia Alvarez to two children. Mr. Hankins, who is Anna's boss, told her to give her case to her coworker Donna, and Anna is like, "Nah, dude, this is my case. I know this case."
She says,
And,
"Donna, get the f out of here.
yes.
We don't mess with Donna in this house."
Oh, especially when the next time we see her. No. But does Mr. Hankins remind you of someone?
Oh goodness, do we know this actor?
Well, I know him personally.
Personally,
Oh, well, inside joke personally.
inside joke personally. Who is this man?
It is.
This is
I'm
gonna get
glad you
clipped
don't.
on TikTok, isn't it? This is gonna get
No.
clipped.
Oh, I'm glad you don't recognize him, but it's Disney Channel's original Smart Guy's dad, Floyd Henderson. Smart guy, smart guy.
Smart guy's dad?
Yeah,
Oh, shut the hell up. That's not real.
that's look it up. That is him. If you don't believe me,
Holy hell.
Floyd Henderson.
That's
And
crazy.
we went through his name, I guess, right? Through the cast.
I don't think we went that far.
No, we didn't went that far. His name is John Marshall Jones.
Well,
Smart guy.
we got smart guy alumni on
Yes.
the movie. I didn't know that. I didn't realize.
Smart guy. Smart guy. All right. All right. Arriving at Patricia's house for a welfare check with the cop. First of all, Patricia is scared shitless. We see how the house is lit up with candles. Are you scared when you saw that?
I assumed that she was getting la Llorona'd. It's
I
tough to
guess.
say,
Yeah.
by the way. Not having that cadence. I don't speak Spanish. Definitely not speaking it regularly.
Mm-hmm.
But I always want to make sure because I think a lot of people say La Llorona, but that's not how you say it.
It was
Because
you have to
two L's make like a Y sound.
yes, and you have to roll your R too.
I can't. If I did that, I think it would just sound offensive. I can't do that.
Oh yeah, I can't either.
So La Llorona.
La La Llorona.
La Llorona.
Well, Anna asked, like, hey, oh yeah, so she got in the apartment, and she asked Patricia, like, what do you hear? And Patricia said, crying.
Yes.
Anna finds the children locked behind a door. After she insisted, and through, she was warned to get away from the door. Patricia attacks her and was taken away by the police.
She's off her rocker, dude.
Yeah, she also her eyes are just crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Patricia's sons, Carlos and Tomas, tell Anna to keep them in the room so they are protected.
This might be my favorite bit of the movie, and I'm saying that like jokingly.
Yeah.
Just these two kids, how they'll say something creepy and they'll refuse to elaborate. And then Linda Cardellini's character will, right in front of them, make assumptions, and they just won't correct her.
Mm-mm.
If these kids communicated anything at all, it wouldn't have gone down the way it did. I mean, I'm not saying people would have like believed like, oh, these kids said there's a La Llorona going around. That wouldn't have happened. Goosebumps rules, right? The parents never believed, the adults never believed the kids. But maybe they would have spoilers survived a little longer. Because these kids are like, please close the door or she'll hurt us.
Yes.
And Linda Carlini does not say who will hurt you. She says, "Don't worry, we've arrested your mother. It's fine." And then they get taken to the police station or whatever little orphanage that they're being held in.
Yeah.
And then she looks at the marks on their arms and she's like, "Did she give these to you?" And they're like, "Yeah, she did." Like, no, say what happened. Say there's a demon and just burning tears. Say things.
Maybe they're like shocked and they can't say anything else, or maybe they say something. The La Llorona might take them. I don't know.
She's already taken them.
Yeah. Well, ignoring their warnings, she takes them to, of course, as you said, child services shelter, unaware that she put them in terrible danger.
Absolutely.
Everyone can see. Where am I at? Yeah. Every time we see these kids, they're like their faces are like, ah, shit. They have that face. They're just scared for life. Oh, good Easter egg here. Anna arrives home and sees her kid Sam watching some Scooby-Doo.
Oh yeah. She was watching Scooby-Doo. Oh, and Linda Cardellini is in Scooby-Doo. I didn't even think about that when I was watching it. I'm gonna be honest.
What?
I didn't even piece that together.
Dude, she's Velma. Come on.
I know. I was entranced by the spooky La Llorona.
Well, I do want to say that the quality on that TV was pretty good, especially in the 70s. That Scooby-Doo was like HD.
It's interesting, right? Because she's a single mother with a government job. Child Protective Services is a government job. And, we learned that the father has died. He was a police officer who was killed, presumably in the line of duty. And she has to duct tape the shoes together because, but other than that, this is a nice big house with a nice TV. Like, they're a rich family. What's going on here? I can't get the read on this family's economic status.
The social economic status. I don't know. I think they got some money from somewhere. I don't know.
The husband's life insurance policy.
I think that's what it is. I do want to say Scooby-Doo Zombie Island is the best Scooby-Doo movie.
I agree. I would agree with that.
Yeah.
But we would be very biased because that came out when we were young enough that La Llorona would want to take us away. So
you're right. Maybe Carlos and Tomas was watching Scooby-Doo zombie island, and they're like, La Llorona might come up. I don't know.
She might.
Anna catches her son, as you said, playing cops and robbers because the dad passed away, so they're going through some grief. Anna baths Sam at night. This thing will come soon.
Oh, this is foreshadowing.
Very, very
We're
foreshadowing.
going to parallel this later, which I think when we get to that, it's probably the most famous scene from this movie. It's in the trailers. We'll talk about it.
Well, back to the brothers. In the middle. Okay, here we go, guys. In the middle of the night, Carlos wakes up and sees his brother Tomas sleepwalking. He follows him in the spooky, foggy hallway. Carlos keeps repeating Tomas's name over and over. Like, Tomas, what are you doing? By the way, the lights are flickering extra hard.
Yeah.
Carlos takes a right turn and sees Tomas doing his I want to say Michael Jackson Thriller impression, because he was doing like the part in Thriller where he's already a zombie and he's like looking at the camera and just does that.
Yeah, he does the head tick.
Yeah, so I think he was doing that.
Okay.
Cause it's Thriller. Oh, I should not sing that. Carlos,
you cannot sing that.
No, I'm gonna get sued. Carlos is like, dude, come back! What the hell, man? The lights flicker, and we see Tomas point at the corner mirror behind Carlos. Carlos stopped and turned around slowly to see that mirror. The camera zooms closer to the mirror, and we see someone walking towards them very slowly. And they disappeared. Carlos notices some droplets from the ceiling. He looks down and he sees a puddle. Someone whispers, Tomas. Carlos looks up and it's La Llorona. I do want to say this movie has too many jump scares.
That's all this movie has.
Yeah.
That's really all it has. Once you get past the crying, weepy woman, there's really... I don't actually expect us to talk about it too long, because I don't have many things to cut in with.
Yeah. I do remember watching this in theaters. I was getting scared all the time because of the jump scares.
Yeah,
and I'm like...
And
I think if I remember correctly, I got sick and tired of getting jumped. So I'm like...
Yeah.
I was just looking at the ground every time there's something spooky happening.
Because you know it's going to happen.
Yeah, so I'm like, I'm done. I'm just looking down.
Because I complained about this probably week one when we started this year's watch along series, where a jump scare, unless you're not paying attention or you're completely devoid of any involvement in the film whatsoever.
Yeah,
like a jump scare's going to work on you. It's going to get you because it's silence, loud noise, something on the screen. It's gonna get you to be like, okay. So if you're trying to watch the movie and it happens every scene, it gets really annoying. And it is a problem. I'm just gonna end up repeating myself from what I said before. I've already said all this, but this movie does it quite a bit. So you like locked into that thing and we're like, all right, fine, movie. I just won't pay attention. You start looking at the ground because you can tell when it's gonna happen. Yeah. You're like, okay, we're in a scene. We're going to do the thing where, she's going to walk over there and she's going to look and there's going to be nothing there. And then she's going to turn around and there it is. And so you get to the point where it's like, okay, she's going to turn around and then you just look at the ground. You're like, okay. And you get back into it.
Yeah, either I do that or I'm looking at the film, but I'm like flinching each time.
You can't jump me if I'm already jumping.
Yeah, exactly. Actually, that's what I did a long time ago, but I stopped. I'm like, I'm going to have like an aneurysm or something. I don't know.
I can imagine the person you go with, because you go to the movies with your brother a lot.
Yeah.
Just sitting there staring next to you, just like watching you just flitch out, thinking that La Llorona's taking you over.
Oh, honestly, yes. Please take me in, and might as well, man. I'm tired of getting scared. All right. Anna gets a call that the boys are found drowned in a river and Anna is called out to the scene. Carlos and Tomas are gone. But she brings her Anna brings her own children, Chris and Sam. I don't know why. I know why. There's no one to take care of them.
Got no one to watch them, so put them in the car. Say don't move. It's in the 70s too.
Yeah. Well, they stay in the car while she investigates. Anna hears Patricia accused of her son's murders, screaming it was Anna's fault for taking her sons, and that Patricia had to be stopped. Oh no, sorry. And she said she has to. She's trying to stop the maleficent force of La Llorona.
Maleficent.
I'm sorry. What am I trying to say here? Male VOLENT.
Malevolent.
Malevolent. I can't say these words right now.
It's okay. You're too scared to say them.
Exactly. I'm doing this all the time. Chris.
The evil malevolent force. And Patricia's right. It is Linda Carlini's fault.
A little bit.
But you have to understand, Patricia, how it looked. You were keeping your kids in a closet.
Yeah. No one can believe her.
It's a no-win situation, really.
No. Well, maybe Anna needs to listen to those kids, Chris and Tomas.
Those kids didn't say anything.
Oh yeah, that's true.
They were just like it's gonna happen.
They're just scared. That's it. We just see their big eyes. All right. Well, our Chris, leaves the car. But he's kind of curious about the crime scene.
Shouldn't have done that. Stupid.
You know why? These
kids are kind of stupid. These kids are kind of stupid. There's a part later where the entire scene, I'm just repeating, stupid girl, stupid little girl, stupid girl, dumb little girl. But we'll get to it, but she's stupid.
Chris hears some weeping behind him. He sees what we now know as La Llorona crying in some, what do you call that? Like a backyard
alleyway.
Is it an alleyway? I mean, it's like there's in the dirt. She's there's a fence and there's some dirt.
There could be dirt alleys.
All right. Chris gets closer to her and La Llorona.
Don't do that. Definitely don't do that.
Well, La Llorona looks at him and stands up with her head still facing towards him. And she said, "Mijo," which means, kid or son.
It's a term of endearment.
Yes. Especially from grandmas.
Grandmas, or mothers, or just, I don't know, if just an older Latina woman likes you, she'll call you mijo.
Oh.
Not like that, you weirdo.
Oh, sorry. I'm sorry. I was thinking of George Lopez's wife. Anyways. I don't know where I'm going with you.
Flag on the play. Red card.
While Chris stands back and she gets closer to the fence, she stopped. Out of nowhere, she was right in front of him and grabbed his wrist and burns him. Chris gets in the car and wakes up Sam. Sam was just sleeping.
He's just chilling, minding her own business, really. She was not a dumb girl in this scene.
No.
He was a dumb boy.
Yes. He tries to close the door, but he couldn't because Sam's blanket was in the way.
Stupid blanket. Dumb blanket.
Yeah. As he closes it, Llorona is outside of the car, but she disappeared for a bit.
That's another thing. We already talked about how this movie had a lot of jump scares. And every jump scare was the same thing. It was always her.
Yeah.
In other and sure we're adapting a very specific folklore thing here, but again, the nun in The Conjuring or The Nun. Not only is she a big, like a spooky nun, stand in the hallway looking spooky, float towards you, turn the candles off,
Right.
but she can also make you see other things. So we get different things to be scared of. It's
True.
there's the nun, that was scary. Oh, she became a little boy vomiting snakes. That's scary.
True.
Oh, she made the crooked man. That's scary.
True.
But it's La Llorona every time. It's not just okay, when is she gonna jump out and scare me? It's when is the only thing gonna happen again?
Yeah, that's where the creative stops there. It's just her. That's it.
Mhm.
Well, I mean it. It's okay. It's not her fault.
They do a couple clever things.
They do.
Throughout, but
Well, when La Llorona disappeared, behind them, the window starts to open with that old open.
the roll. Did you ever have a car that did that?
I currently have a car.
Your current car does that?
No, not current, but I do have a. We do have a car that still does that. It's the Toyota
one with the smashed
Corolla.
out window.
Yes, is a Toyota Corolla 2003, and it has the little roller.
It's a smashed out window because La Llorona tried to get in.
I'm gonna sell this car.
You can't. The window's smashed.
Can I still sell it?
Sure. Sell it to me. How much you want?
The engine's working. You can have it for like 3,000.
That's a haunted car. I'm not paying that much.
Oh, that's true. Behind them, the window starts to open, but Chris said, "No." So and he closed that shit.
Yeah.
But more windows were starting to open, and he tried to close them as well. But the door unlocked. But it was her mom, or it was his mom. It was Anna.
Yep.
They went home, and nothing happened. But Chris sleeps with his burn marks as he's showing to the camera.
Yeah, tell somebody about that.
Yeah, he did it right.
Kids are bad communicators in this movie.
We had some good kid actors in the previous movies, right? But these kids are like, eh.
I don't think there's anything wrong with the kid actors. Like they're they're just there. They're serviceable for the role, but they don't.
Yeah.
Nothing really special happens with these kids. Whereas Annabelle Creation, there's some good kid actors in that, and there's another kid actor in the next movie we'll watch who will talk. She's okay.
But yeah, I guess it's a bad script here. The next day, Anna sees Tuco tight. As I have to say it every time I mention Tuco.
That's a good Tuco quote. I like it.
He is known as the I can't say this word. Curdino, Curandero, Curdino.
Curdino. I'm okay. I'm going to roll with you on that one. I'm not sure, but go ahead.
All right. As Father Perez explains to Anna, Tuco is doing some ritual of smudging. It's supposed to get rid of any negativity of the body.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like Father Perez is like Stan Lee. As we mentioned, he was in Annabelle and now in this and many other things.
Yeah,
hopefully in the future.
He might show up in the last Conjuring movie coming out next year.
Yes, we have to mention that the last Conjuring movie is coming out of 2025. Are you excited for that?
Yeah, it makes me wonder if we did this rewatch 1 year too early.
Maybe, yeah, like because Saw came out with Saw 10, we were like, that's the ending, and yeah, but it's okay.
We'll just have to commit because obviously Saw's not over. They're doing another one of those.
Right.
So we'll just have to commit. Whenever the next Saw comes out or whenever the next Conjuring movie comes out, we'll just have to do an episode talking about them.
I guess so.
Add them to the playlist.
Yeah. Anna asked Father Perez if he knows anything about La Llorona. He's like, boy, let me tell you something.
No, but I met a doll once.
Yeah. Well, he explains the story. A beautiful man marries a great man, and they got kids. The man cheated on her. For revenge, she killed her own kids, but instantly regrets it. Pretty much.
That's unfair to the children.
It is. And they said there's different stories of this entity. So I don't know. This might be the right story, might be another story. I'm not sure. But this is the story we're going with. He gave Anna a cross, but she said she's not really religious. But he said, you don't have to be religious to have faith. Ooh, that's a good line.
That is a good line.
It is. We see Sam playing in her backyard, but here's someone weeping outside of the fence door.
That's how they get you. That's how she gets you. That's her thing. That's what she does.
That's it. She checks, and no one is there until she opens her transparent umbrella for some reason and sees La Llorona.
For some reason. Have you ever played Left 4 Dead?
I played a little bit, yeah.
Left 4 Dead 1 or 2 doesn't matter because there's a zombie called the Witch in Left 4 Dead, and her whole thing is that she lays in the middle of your path and cries, and if you get too close or piss her off, then she'll chase you and kill you. That's kind of what La Llorona's doing. Yeah,
that's exactly what she's doing. Well, I gotta play the game. Isn't it only Xbox exclusive?
I don't. It's a Valve game, so it's on Steam. You can play it on your computer.
I got. Yeah, I'll play it. I'll download it.
It's not gonna take a lot to run.
Okay. Is it? I thought that was. Maybe I'm thinking of the newest one, Left 4 Dead 4.
There's Back 4 Blood, which is from all the team that made Left 4 Dead made their own studio, and then they made Back 4 Blood. But I didn't really get into that one. Left 4 Dead's a classic, though. Get it on your computer. I'll play it with you. You can get mods on Steam, and you can turn all the zombies into Zoidberg. That's what I do.
Zoidberg.
That's what that sound they make when they run around.
Ah,
it's a good mod.
I gotta play it. Yeah. So Miss Llorona grabs Sam and leaves her the exact same bird marks that he gave to Chris. Thoughts on the scene? She came out of the umbrella.
Yeah.
Yeah. She was there and she pops out, and then she gave her some bird marks, and that's it.
That's certainly what happened. I don't know. I don't know.
I don't know.
Normally we're like, this scene was good. This scene was stupid. This scene happened. I don't know. That's all I got.
It was quick. Anna goes home and checks Sam, and she is crying in her room behind a curtain. Damn. That'll come later. Mm-hmm. Anna comforts Sam, but Sam is not feeling it. It's dinner time, and Detective Cooper's here. Woo!
Yeah, I guess.
Cooper talks to Anna and about the Partitious files, and she should take a look at them. Meanwhile, we see Tuco gathering some evidence from Partitious home. I don't know why he's doing that.
He's a vigilante.
Yeah, he is. Late at night, while Anna checks the file, she hears something downstairs. All right, this is now we're getting to something here. She goes downstairs and hears some more noises, and a lot of doors are opening here. Oh, sorry, a door opened.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why I said that. But it turns out Chris is opening and closing the front door. He may be sleepwalking. The last time someone sleepwalked, they were donezo.
That's true.
Anna wakes up him, and the front door opened widely by itself. As Spooky. Anna, yes. By the way, it's a big door. It's a huge door.
It was a big door, and I don't know if I'm crazy, but I felt like in the movie it opened two different ways. Like it can open outwards and in. Did that happen, or was I just watching the movie wrong? which is entirely possible.
No, I think it did. And also, this house, I guess it reminds me of the Insidious house with Rose Byrne's house.
Oh, okay. You know what? This did look quite a bit like the parts at least of the Insidious house, or it kind of looks like a sitcom house, like the Modern Family house, a little bit.
A little bit, yeah.
At the entryway.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's a good house. It's a big house. And I'm talking like Trump. Big house, small house. As Anna tucks in Chris to sleep, she steps in the hallway and sees Sam sleeping, but the lights behind her turned off. By the way, I don't know if you noticed. Did you see La Llorona hiding in the dark on the right side of Anna in the hallway?
I don't think I did catch that, no. I was looking at the ground so I wouldn't get scared.
Well, by the way, I was going to send the picture, but she was like this. She was staring right where she was looking at, and I'm like, that's her. But of course, Anna's on the other side. She doesn't know what's going on that side. Anna checks her room, and all the evidence is on the ground. All of it. The window. By the way, the windows are open too. So she walks out a little bit, and she sees and hears Sam's door opening very slowly. As it opens wider, the mirror on Sam's door shows La Llorona, and the mirror starts to crack. Anna screams as her door closes. Great scene. I thought this was a good scene.
Yeah.
Yeah, I liked it. Anna grabs a bat because she's Batman, or Velma.
Ooh.
Then didn't Velma get a bat? Is that her special weapon?
Batman got a bat in the Batman. He took it.
Ah, yeah,
that
he
guy.
did. He did in the Iceberg Lounge.
Yes, sir.
Penguin's a great show. Gotta watch it.
I haven't watched it yet. Still, I will.
Anna
Though.
grabs, thank you. Please do. Anna grabs a bat, but Llorona showed up in front of her. She acts like Bill Wilkins from Conjuring 2.
Ooh.
Get out of my house, as Anna says.
This is my house, Paige.
This is my house. As she swings, the kids open the door and they're like, "Mom, what the hell is going on?" I feel like she was gonna swing the bat at them.
Oh, to knock the little girl's head right off.
Yeah.
Holding that little not Raggedy Ann doll.
Ooh, yeah, she was holding that, right?
Yeah.
Don't like that. By the way, we're almost halfway done here.
This movie kind of goes fast.
Yeah, it goes quick. In the next morning, she slept. They all slept in the same room. Well, not really honest. She kind of stayed up all night.
That's cool.
So,
I like that.
Yeah.
For whatever this movie may lack, it definitely has a strong single mom holding shit down. She's just sitting there in the chair, still with the bat.
Yes.
Just not sleeping, man. Like, I'm gonna get these kids off to school, and I'll fight any demon that comes in. I swear to God.
Yeah, she's again. I'm tired. She's tired. You're tired of all these jump scares.
Oh my God, I'm exhausted.
Exactly. So let's get a bat and swing some La Lloronas.
Absolutely. It's on site.
Yeah. So Anna interviews Patricia, who has an alibi for the time of her son's death. However, Patricia reveals that in her hatred for Anna, oh God, she prayed to La Llorona to bring her own boys back and take Anna's children instead. All right, that's too much now. Come on.
Yeah.
But it is Anna's fault though.
I may have gone too far in a few places.
But yeah, she did that. Anna got scared. Next scene, we see Chris doing some homework, but here's something upstairs. It was the attic. But you know, the smart thing he did is he closed that attic. Very smart move.
Yes, he did. Good job, boy.
Yeah. But he hears Sam crying in her room again. it looks like Sam is crying again, of course, behind that same curtain like last time. Chris checks the curtain, but nobody is there. Oh, bruh. He tries to close the window, but the wind knocks him to the ground. The curtain hovers Chris' legs, but La Llorona appeared like Joe Hendry.
Oh, they said his name.
He appears.
I believe in Llorona.
Smart guy. We're smart guy.
Oh, he's not here. We just have his dad.
Yeah, he doesn't do anything. Chris runs into the hallway and checks behind him. And I kid you not, when La Llorona popped out of nowhere from the other room, I said, "Get." Again, I do recommend to wear headphones for these type of movies.
Well, not if you're complaining about all the jump scares.
Yeah.
Watch this movie on mute with subtitles.
That'd be a different experience, I'll say. It's a silent movie.
Yeah, there you go.
I mean, Nosferatu was silent, right? And it was a scary movie, so it can work.
Classic.
The remake's coming out, so we gotta watch that and with headphones.
Nosferatu Marathon.
Oh, it's only one movie.
No. There's the old one, and then Werner Herzog made one, and then there's the new one.
Yeah, all right, 3 movies. For Christmas.
Ooh, spooky Christmas.
Spooky Christmas. The Nightmare Before Christmas.
There you go.
Anna comes home and helps Chris, and they're at the hospital. The doctor checks Chris's bruises, and he was like, are you abusing this kid?
Velma, what are you up to, Velma?
Yeah, Velma, what the hell, man? Oops, I lost my glasses. No, you're hurting these kids. Well, according to him. Later on, it's dinner time, but Detective Cooper came by and said, welfare check. Uh-oh, and guess who's with them?
No.
Guess who's with Detective Cooper?
The Undertaker!
Oh my god, The Undertaker! No, it's Donna from work.
Oh, that's worse.
No. Donna asked the kids about the burns marks. The kids, of course, lied to Donna. Anna waited outside, and Donna came out and said, I hate after being here. And
no, she doesn't. No, she doesn't. She took one insult earlier where Linda Cardellini was like, I know Patricia. Donna doesn't know Patricia. Patricia won't talk to Donna. And Donna's like, okay, I'll remember this. I'll take your kids away. That's what she's trying to do here.
Yeah, it's absolutely crazy.
There are some vengeful women in this movie.
Yes. Cooper told Anna that Patricia is being released because there's not much evidence. And so whatever is going on here, he said, fix it.
All right. Fix it.
Fix it.
I don't care if there's a ghost, a demon, a cursed spirit. You fix it.
Or Sam from Holes says, I can fix that.
I can fix that. He should be in this movie.
Yeah.
No, he should be in a better movie.
Maybe the new one, new Conjuring. Psych. Soon after Anna encounters La Llorona, when the spirit attempts to drown Sam in the bathtub, the ghost leaves burn marks on Anna's arm too. Thoughts on this incredible bath scene here?
Yeah, this is probably the scene. How you said that in Annabelle Creation, the stair lift, that was the scene.
Yes.
It's good.
Yeah, her La Llorona's musty.
She's got some nasty ass fingers.
Yeah, I mean, I get that you're a demon, but clean your fingers, man.
Wash your hands, dude. This happened just before COVID. Maybe she's the reason.
Oh yes, I agree. I think she is the reason why COVID-19 happened, because of La Llorona's musty, nasty. I don't want to quote The Deliverance, but
No, definitely don't quote that. No,
yes.
I think they execute this very well. So from the
Yes.
first shot where the little girl has her eyes closed, soap in her hair, right, and we
Mhm.
saw the way that Linda Cardellini dream just.
I think are you back now? Oh no. I believe La Llorona took Skyler here. If he leaves and comes back, we'll hear it. But yes, as he mentions, La Llorona. La Llorona. Oh no, I think he did took Skyler. I apologize, audience. Hopefully he can come back anytime soon. But yes, yes, this bath scene is incredibly nasty. She's washing Sam's hair, then attempts to. Oh, there you are. Are you here?
I had to fight off La Llorona. Are we good?
Okay, yes. I did mention to the audience that I think you were taken by La Llorona.
It's okay. She was washing my hair in the bath.
Oh, yes. What were you saying?
What I was trying to say was that you see the little girl, her eyes are closed, and then behind her,
Oh no, he's taken again. Hello, hello, La Llorona. If you can hear me, I'll beat your butt. Oh no. I think as he was talking about La Llorona, it isn't a great scene here. This is one of the scenes where you think that it can't get worse, but it gets worse. It gets a lot worse. Of course, you get the La Llorona's fingers, nasty fingers, trying to drown this kid. But of course, kid is alive, and I'm scared for Skyler. Hopefully Skyler is not taken by La Llorona. Thing is, I don't know if he's gonna come back. And I'm about to have hiccups here. I don't know what to do here. This is not good. This is not good. Let me try to check up on him. This is not good for the audio. Oh, I just see my face here. This is not good. Well, guys, sorry for these technical difficulties, as La Llorona is taking over this podcast here. Do want to say that she got to stop. She got to stop here. The thing is, I have no idea what to say because this never happened. Never happened. Of course, the newest Conjuring movie is coming out soon, and I'm not sure what they're gonna use for the story. Because the thing is, they can make endless movies on the Conjuring universe because Ed and Lorraine did a lot of demon things and cover all the stuff in their artifacts, so they can make more things here. But sure, they should though. Okay, Skyler just said 1 second. 1 second here. So he's trying to fix it. He is fighting La Llorona as you speak. He says he's trying to fix it here. For those who don't know, the reference Holes. Holes was a Sam. Oh yes, you're back.
You're talking about holes?
I was rambling because we were talking about fixing stuff and yes, go ahead, man.
Are we gonna cut any of this out?
No, I'm leaving all this in.
Really?
I said a lot of things here. I'm keeping all of it in. Because I said you were fighting La Llorona as we speak.
I was. La Llorona was chewing on my internet router. I got my baseball bat.
That's good.
And I went and I said, "Come here," and then she was crying, and I don't hit women, so I had to escort her politely from my house.
That makes sense.
Anyways, for the third time, I'm glad you're leaving all this in. For the third time, I'm going to try to say, it looks like there's a shower curtain behind her, but then you see her dirty ass fingers and her hands come down, and you realize that's her dress. She's just standing there, and then we see her hands slowly reach up behind and start, washing the little girl's hair.
Yeah.
And then, Linda Cardellini's still downstairs. And then, obviously the thing La Llorona does is she drowns kids.
Yeah.
So when the little girl's like, all right, time to rinse my hair, she goes under the water, and La Llorona won't let her back up. It's spooky, and then some pretty effective shots of when La Llorona's there and when she's not there.
It's good. It's a great scene. Again, as we mentioned, it's the most memorable scene in the movie.
Yeah, I think so. Definitely remember it being in the trailer.
Yeah, it was definitely in the trailer. Yeah, so Anna seeks help from Father Perez, who relates the case, as we mentioned, to a previous experience he had with a haunted doll. Perez was like, that damn
so
kids.
That's exactly it. When it's like, oh yes, La Llorona is set in the universe, but it's not part of the series. Like, you show Annabelle in this. She's right there. Bullshit, it's not part of the series.
Yeah, well, there is a movie that pretty much. I mean, we're going to talk about this movie eventually, but it kind of ties into La Llorona. So,
oh, really?
Yeah, I don't know if you. Maybe you don't remember, because I'm sure you've seen this movie.
If the only movie of this series that I haven't seen is The Nun 2, I've seen Conjuring 3. So if it's Conjuring 3, then I don't remember.
Okay, I'm glad when we revisit it, it kind of ties in. Okay. But we'll get to that.
Well, so that's not surprising to hear, because we mentioned the director of this is what's it, Michael Chavez, right?
Yes.
So he directed this, and then he directed. Let me make sure. Let me double check my what I'm about to say, so I say all the right things.
Yes, we do the fact checking as we speak. That's how accurate this podcast is.
I was told there wouldn't be any fact checking. Yes, Michael Chavez. So he started off with this one, and then he directed the next Conjuring movie. Yeah. And he directed The Nun 2, and he's directing the new Conjuring movie.
Oh, okay, that's good, because it does connect.
It makes sense that they would tie that in.
But
the fact that La Llorona is not on the box set is insulting. Come on. For this movie, I don't care for that much. What is in the box set?
Maybe it's like a DLC type of thing. Like, there's an add-on. That's what this movie is.
I like that.
Yeah. But yeah, the Father Perez tells Anna that about this former priest, Raphael of Olavo, aka Tuco.
Not Olave.
Not Olave. No, not Chris Olave.
He did not get good points this week.
No, he did not. Yes, we're talking about Tuco, tight. Who has since become a folk shaman, who may help them.
Maybe.
Maybe. Well, Anna meets Tuco, tight, as his shop, but he told them to leave until he sees the marks on the kids.
What's he selling in this shop? Demon hunting things?
Yeah, spirit things, yeah.
Because he has some stuff that he uses in this hunt for La Llorona. He's got some stuff that I'm like, how'd you get that?
I don't know. Well, the thing is, he's a great... The actor, Raymond, he's a great actor. He's a great actor. I feel like they should, if they ever do this, they should make like a TV show or a spin-off movie based on this character.
How would that work? Because all all the things in this universe aren't about. Well, no, I guess The Conjuring is the exception to what I was about to say. All the spin-off stuff in this isn't about a guy; it's about a monster, a demon, a spirit.
Yeah, maybe it's like Tuco, tight, just fighting these demons as a shaman.
All right. I would not be opposed to seeing him again.
Yes, please. He should be in a new one. If you anyone hearing us, he should be in a new one.
Write a letter to Michael Chavez.
Yeah.
And say, get Tuco in Conjuring. Tight.
Capital letters.
Absolutely.
Tuco told Anna that you are facing evil. Tuco.
This has been a very Mermaid Man Halloween.
It is. I mean, what can I say? What can I say except you're welcome?
Oh my goodness.
Tuco arrives arrives at Anna's house, setting up items for protection. He was again. Here we go, guys. He was testing out some eggs, and Anna was like, "I've seen this trick before. I saw on Johnny Carlson." For those who don't know, Johnny Carlson, he was the original Tonight Show.
I'm pretty sure we talked about Carson already. Because wasn't what's her name from the first Annabelle movie watching Carson while she was sewing?
Oh, Mia.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, she was. Okay, so Johnny Carson is canon in his universe.
Yeah, he'll get a spin-off movie.
I think that's called The Joker.
Ooh, not Joker 2 though.
Let's not get into that. The egg starts to move and it cracks by itself. Tuco said, "Ta-da!"
It splattered in Linda Cardellini's face.
Yes, and it splattered like venom, gooey stuff.
So let me get this straight.
Yeah,
Anna, Velma Cardellini thought. So he has them personally take eggs around the house and rub them on the walls, and then he goes to the kitchen. He cracks one open, and it leaks out the venom symbiote.
Yeah,
and her first thought is like, that's a trick. Johnny Carson did that. Well, Johnny Carson was at a haunted house then, because how do you do that?
It's kind of hard to do that. You can't even crack the egg to put the venom in. Oh, sorry, not venom. Whatever that is.
Venom.
That song should have been nominated for an Emmy. I don't know.
Emmy?
At least.
All right.
Or not win, but just nominated. Come on.
All right, I agree.
You were nominated? Tropic Thunder. Sorry. In the night, the light, the lit candles puffed away, and they see Llorona in the standing on the stairs in the dark. She yeeted Anna to the wall.
Where did she?
Right behind her. Yeeted. When Chris was being dragged by Llorona, Tuco threw the anti-venom on her face.
Yeah, okay. So he's got a whole bag full of specifically
yeah.
La Llorona fighting objects and weaponry, and he pulls out a little flask and someone says, "What's in that?" And he says, "The tears of La Llorona." But he like blessed them or did something to them. And then they said, "Why do you need that?" He's like, "Anti-venom." Right? So how did he
That's a
get
good
those?
impression.
How did he? Thank you. How did he get those?
I don't know. He got it. He got the tears.
You know that part in Jurassic Park 3 where the kid is living in the truck, and Sam Neill is there, and he's like looking at all the stuff that he has in the truck, and he has like a jug of Tyrannosaurus piss.
Yeah.
And he's like, "It's Tyrannosaurus pee," and he says, "How'd you get that?" And the kid says, "You don't want to know." That's what Tuco did here. Tears of La Llorona. How'd you get that? Tight.
Again, we need a show based off his character, at least.
Or just put him in the Penguin.
Sure. Tuco, Tight, got her out of the house by putting some fire seeds next to the door, the main door.
Yeah, so they have a cross made from the tree that was there. It's called the fire tree, and it's the only trees that were around the river where she drowned her kids. Yeah. So he's got a cross made from the wood of those trees and a bunch of seeds and like dirt from the same area, right?
Yes.
And he says the trees were the only ones to see her commit her heinous sin, and so there's like a biblical connection to it. But again, like, how did he get all of this? That's a lot.
He's a shaman, so he needs to get all this equipment. So he might be travel around and get all this stuff.
La Llorona is his specialty, though. Like that. Yeah. He's spent his whole life. He is basically, Professor Van Helsing.
Yeah,
La Llorona is his Dracula. You know.
I mean, are there multiple La Lloronas or just one?
It's only one lady drowned her kids. I mean, I guess if you drown your kids, you can become one, but I think there's only the one.
Interesting. Because I don't think she can travel.
What do you mean?
Like, I don't think she can go to, like, I don't know, Australia. Because
she's from Mexico.
Yeah.
This movie does not take place in Mexico. It takes place in the United States. Now, granted, there's not an ocean separating those two, but ghosts can get anywhere, right?
That's what I assume.
The nun, Valak, was in England, but also messing around in the Warrens' house.
Yeah.
Not in England. So...
Yeah, so La Llorona can be anywhere then.
It depends on how powerful... Because Valak was a fallen angel or something.
And
La Llorona is just a cursed spirit. So, I don't... There's power scaling. We need some, like, Dragon Ball Z experts to come in and power scale all the... We'll make a tier list of all these demons at the end.
Oh, actually, let's do that. That's a good idea.
I'm keeping a list for that exact reason.
Very nice. Well, we'll do that when we were done with this. Well, not with this, but the last movie, which is Nun 2.
Yeah, Nun 2 and tier list.
Okay, I'm excited for that. Yeah, so when he put that, as La Llorona tries to get in, Sam sees her doll outside and tries to get it.
Bro, but, this is it. This is the scene. She just saw, like, we just yeeted La Llorona out that door. Not a different door, not a window. Not, we chucked her out, and then he put the seeds down, and she's out that specific door. And the first thing this dumbass little girl says is, "Where's my dolly?" And everyone groans, like, "Oh, we know. It's Speak No Evil."
Oh, yes. Oh, my gosh.
That little girl makes us go back to the house, either version, American or the other one. Yes. Both versions. We got to go back for the stupid-ass little doll. But in the original version, she's like, "Oh, the dolls are here in the car. We didn't leave it." I wanted to punch that girl. Dude, you got your I won't spoil it, but...
Yes, it is exactly like that from Speak No Evil. Good movie. I recommend to watch both.
And then she's like very slowly reaching over the thing, trying to get the... If she had just like hopped over, grabbed it, hopped back, she probably would have made it. She probably would have made it. But the fact that she did it the way she did it, exposing herself for that long of time, and then she's like, "I did it, I got it," and she immediately breaks the line. And then she gets fucking sucked out like she didn't meet quota in Lethal Company.
Oh, yes! Oh, man, exactly. Exactly like that. She got yanked. Exactly like Lethal Company. Wow. All right. That was good. Yeah, so when she got yeeted... Yeah, when she got yeeted out of the house, she attempts to drown Anna, and Sam in the pool.
Oh, you know what I'm gonna say now?
What?
Night swim.
So Night Swim, Lethal Company, they all copied La Llorona.
You know what? I've been giving this movie some crap, but I guess it walked so all these other things could run, huh?
Yeah, I guess so.
Not that Night Swim really ran anywhere.
Well, he got a pool.
He loves his pool.
He loves it. Anna pulls off La Llorona's necklace in the struggle while she was like in the pool. Patricia. Oh yeah. So that when that happened, they got in the house.
Well, don't gloss over how they ended the pool struggle.
Oh yes, what happened?
Tuco runs out and he dumps some stuff in and he does a blessing. They're like, "What happened?" And he said, "Now your pool is filled with holy water."
Actually, that's a good sign. That's a good line. I like it. Again, Tuco, great actor. So when that happens,
I wonder how that feels swimming in a pool of holy water. Is that like cleansing? Is that?
I mean, it's like what is it? Baptizing? Is that the word?
Yeah, I suppose. Yeah.
I guess so. So when everything's fine, Patricia arrives with a gun and tries to give Anna's children to La Llorona.
She is too invested. She is too like you already sicked the demon on her, lady.
No.
You walk away.
No, man. She's there for her blood and her kids, which she will never get back.
Very knocks on the moon of her.
Sam or maybe she should call what's his name?
Imhotep.
You should call him and he'll probably help out.
Or CGI Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
Maybe.
And that was good.
Thank you. I practiced with
you wore your Scorpion King hoodie last time. You should have worn it this time.
Oh, I'm so stupid. Oh, shit.
Who knew we were going to reference the Scorpion King in this one? Damn it.
For those who don't know, The Scorpion King is one of my favorite movies of all time.
I would say that is the number one Abrar movie.
Besides, if you don't want to count Batman, Dark Knight, if you take out that.
If you made a top three, it would be The Dark Knight, Scorpion King, Jingle All the Way.
Yes.
That's the most Abrar cinema you can get.
Yes.
That's the official Abrar triple feature.
Yes. Please get that on DVD. Whoever makes those DVDs, that bundle, put those in there.
Like the Walmart 3-for-1.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And then you put your face on it.
Yes, the one right here.
Yeah.
All right, let's get back to the story. Sam and Chris flees, and Patricia, realizing that she can't get another mother to feel the same pain she felt, and she couldn't bring her own children back to life anymore, comes to her senses and releases Anna.
It's too late. Come to your senses. Too late. Look at what you've done.
Yeah, it's a little too late. Allowing her to help her children. Chris delays La Llorona by showing her the necklace that La Llorona's son given her. This makes briefly assume her human appearance, and careless Chris. Oh, so she saw Chris and imagining him to be her real son. However, Sam accidentally unreveals a mirror, and La Llorona reverts and proceeds to attack them. Anna stabs her through the chest, and the cross made with the fire tree given by our Tuco.
Yep.
Trees that grew from the river where La Llorona drowned her children, and were only witness to her crime. And then, boom, spirit is destroyed.
Yeah, I think she's like gone.
Yeah, after that. That's why you don't see her anymore.
Yeah. We didn't need to call the Warrens. Tuco got it.
Tuco got it. Yeah, I think he's like honorary Warren.
I don't know if he's an honorary Warren, but he's if the Warrens are like the bloodline, then he is
Sami Zayn.
no, we'll call him Jacob Fatu.
Ooh, he does bring the business for sure.
Yeah.
Not the Hurt Business.
Oh, that's different.
Yeah, that's AEW now.
Can't believe he didn't show up on the show. Bobby
He
Lashley.
should. He should. Maybe. What's the next show?
The next big pay-per-view would be Full Gear, but if he's gonna show up before that, we all know he should. This just became a wrestling podcast. We're sorry, we can't help ourselves.
Well, no, Bob Lashley will show up on Dynamite. That's for sure. But yes, Anna, and her children thank Raphael Tuco for his help. When he leaves, Anna looks down into a puddle of water beside the road. And it cuts to credits.
There's that part where he's like, "Even I was scared," and the little girl's like, "Really?" He's like, "No."
Yes, exactly.
And then he gets in the cab.
Exactly. That's how it ended. But yeah, since we went over this, your final thoughts. The movie.
Yeah, it's all right.
Yeah, it is.
So the shot where she looks at the puddle at the end.
Mm.
Is that because every horror movie has to end, or we'll say 99% of horror movies have to end with, and the villain might still be out there, or and it could return, or there it is, it did return, or the heroes really got killed, or that kind of stuff, that kind of stinger. But this, I mean, the fact that we've gotten nothing about La Llorona since, not that we need it, we don't need it, but the fact that nothing's happened since this came out. And is that just her like looking at the puddle, thinking about her harrowing experience? Because it doesn't even imply that La Llorona is still out there, or that she's possessed, or anything like that. I think it's just we just went through some shit, and then the movie ends.
Maybe she's reflecting on like her deceased husband.
I don't think he ties into it at all. No.
I was just making that up. But yeah, I don't know. It's maybe they were hinting another one, but it never came out. So
the movie truly is like, it's okay.
Yeah, it's not bad. It's not wolves at the door.
It's not wolves at the door. Nothing could be wolves at the door. But this movie's okay. I wouldn't call it a waste of time. Like, it's the fact that I watched it. The fact that I've watched it twice in my life, I'm like, okay, yeah, I've seen the movie.
Yeah.
I don't think it's necessary. We don't need any more of it. There's some shots in it that are cool. There's a part where she runs out of the house and the camera like swoops in on her like it's an Evil Dead movie.
Yes.
I love Raymond Cruz. I'll call him by his real name now.
Yes.
I think, I mean, he's not much of a character other than like if Tuco was a weird priest guy. That's really what the character is. Like, there's not much performance beyond that, but I think he's fun. He's entertaining. I think the movie gets more fun as soon as he shows up and they start like laying traps in the house.
I agree.
I think when that happens is when the movie like really grabs my attention again.
That's like the last 30 minutes of the film.
Yeah, I know. I like Linda Cardellini. The kids are fine, like we said. They're not great or anything, but they're not annoying either. La Llorona is okay. Like, again, I feel like if we didn't already have the nun in this universe, then it would be something different. But I just don't think she really compares in the same league as that. It's fine. Agree. I'm giving this one. You know what? I'm going to give an update actually on my previous scores. Because the movies that we watched for this week have made me reevaluate a little bit. Okay. So when we started, I gave Conjuring 1 a 3.5, and you're like, that's low. I've decided I agree, and I bumped that up to a 4.
Okay. That's good.
I'm going to put Conjuring 1 at a 4, just for time of reflection, being like, yeah, you know what, there's good stuff in that. It got us rolling on this universe, so I'm going to give that one a 4. Conjuring 2 is still a 4. Annabelle Creation is still a 4. last time when we talked about The Nun, I was like, I'm giving The Nun a 2.5, but it could roll up to a 3. It did. I bumped it to a 3.
Nice, just like me.
Yeah, exactly. And then La Llorona, I'm giving a 2.5.
Interesting.
I think it's firmly on that because it's not offensive. It's not bad. It's not great. It's not a hard recommend. It's it's around.
I guess I gave it 3.5. So I'm guessing I'm saying it's better than The Nun.
I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say it's better than The Nun. I'm not going to tell you how to rate your movies though, but I would say I definitely think The Nun has more style and flair that draws me in. Like I would rewatch The Nun before I rewatch this for sure.
Maybe it has its own things because I do like Raymond in here, and I also like Velma, Linda.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, sorry, what's her name?
Linda Cardellini.
Is it Linda? Yes. Yeah. Yes. I like them in this movie, so I think that's why I gave it 3.5. Because in the comments I said, besides the jump scares, which were a lot, the storyline was okay. You always need Tuco on your side, so that's why it's put.
I agree with that. We always need Tuco on your side.
Always.
But Tuco's not normally on people's side. He was kind of a loose cannon.
He was.
But in this, he was on our side.
Absolutely. That's why I gave it 3.5. Maybe I'll drop it to a 3.
I
don't know.
You got to live your own truth, Abrar. If it feels 3.5, leave it 3.5.
Yeah, when I watch these movies, I immediately rate it because that's my initial thoughts. So I gave it 3.5. So I'll stick with that.
There are times where I'll like any movie, because for a while I was doing a thing like with new releases where I wasn't rating things that I had just seen, and I was like, I'll rate them later next year, whatever. But now I'm at this point where I feel like I know what I think is a 4-star or a 3.5 star.
Sure.
There are times, of course, where I'll see a movie and I'm like, how do I feel about this? I don't know. And then I'll just like it'll take the car ride home from the theater or a night to sleep on it, and I'll rate it tomorrow. That'll happen, sure.
Yeah, I guess. All right, that was the end of the movie. I do have interesting facts for this one.
Boy.
Despite being largely and widely accepted by the public as a spin-off chapter from the Conjuring Universe, the information was later confirmed to be false by director Michael Chavez, who stated that the film was never meant to be included in the shared universe and that it couldn't be fully embraced because it was made without one of the main producers from The Conjuring 2013.
Hang on. I'm pretty sure the poster says
produced by Conjuring. Does it say that?
It says from the producers of the Conjuring Universe.
So not the original.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't say like we're in the Conjuring Universe. But
I guess it was like a big, again, as you said, advertisement. Like,
this Blu-ray box art says from James Wan, the creator of the Conjuring Universe.
Does that mean
that doesn't really mean anything? Because you'll see, any trailer like that. What's that new Stephen King short story horror movie that's coming out next year? The Monkey. Is it called The Monkey?
Yes. I think it was called Monkey.
The trailer for that. I mean, trailers for lots of movies do this, but I'm just an example. The trailer for that says, short story by Stephen King, and then it says from producer of James Wan from The Conjuring, and then it says and the director of Longlegs. So, like, it doesn't really mean anything. I guess the only distinction here is how often do you see, like, on the poster it says The Conjuring, but in the Conjuring font, like, basically not front and center, but above the title Curse of La Llorona,
Yeah.
Like you want people to think The Conjuring when you see the poster, clearly.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Maybe
there's other examples of this happening and I just never paid attention.
Maybe.
Entirely possible.
All right. The other one is, I think if you remember this, I remember this. As a promotional stunt, a theater in Montreal, Quebec, Canada, that was supposed to play Pokemon Detective Pikachu 2019, played this film instead, causing the children in the audience to run out crying.
That's that that we have to fact check this. Are we sure it's a promotional stunt and the theater didn't just mess up?
I feel like they messed up,
Because
but
because I don't think legally you can do that. That can't be that. I refuse to believe that was a promotional stunt. I think the theater messed up because you cannot show. We sell you tickets to take your kid to see Detective Pikachu, the little Pokemon movie, right?
yeah,
And then the first thing we show is this rated R movie where this mom drowns her kids. That's
yeah,
no. There's no Warner Brothers is really stupid, but there's no Warner Brothers exec stupid enough to be like, yeah, this will get him in the seats.
yeah. Maybe it was by accident. They're like, okay, let's make it as a stunt.
We meant to do that.
Yeah. But yeah, these kids were supposed to watch Pikachu. Was Pokemon?
That's horrible. All those sad little Canadian kids wanted to see Pikachu. That's terrible. I hate that.
And my last interesting fact is we're gonna watch top 5 Llorona's encounters. So let me send you.
Whoa.
Yes.
Top 5 real encounters?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Assumed to be real, but it might be doctorated or fake. But this, at least for this video, it says top 5 encounters.
I will watch skeptically, but also open-minded.
Yes, that's what we should do.
Can't believe it.
Okay, sending you here. Let me put it on my screen as well. Ish. Okay. 1 second here. Okay. Let me know when you're ready. When I say 0, we'll press play. By the way,
this first. By the way, did you watch this first?
No, I did not. I skimmed a little bit to see, it looks okay, but I just did. I don't know if you're looking at this thumbnail on my right. Seven disturbing videos captured on Ring door or doorbell cameras, and just some lady just looking at the camera. I'm creeped out by that, but let's watch these videos here.
My
This is the video.
My YouTube didn't give me that. It gave me top 5 creepiest skinwalker sightings. You single-handedly have ruined my YouTube recommendations for the next 3 months. You know that?
Oh God, yes,
now by having me open this. This is what my shit's gonna be for a while. I'm so angry.
I showed you what's her name from the Conjuring 2, her interview and other things. I apologize, man.
Good Lord. Well, so top 5 La Llorona (parentheses weeping woman) encounters caught on camera, 6 minutes and 9 seconds long, by a YouTube channel called Tult TULT with 268 subscribers. Tult, shout out.
Shout out to you, man.
If you're good, I don't know anything about you. Let's see what this is.
All right, and when I say 0, we press play. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Like Freddie Benson.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Can I tell you something right now?
Field.
Yeah, I am scared right now.
You're scared. Just walking through a field on the outskirts of something. They added their own creepy music, by the way.
Yes. I will mute this video so we can just hear us because I'm not getting copyrighted with this music.
They haven't spotted anything yet.
I think they did.
What? I don't see nothing. They certainly think they found something.
Yeah.
Oh, is that her?
Think so.
I
don't know. I'm not looking anymore.
I don't know.
I'm gonna start flinching. that her?
There was some dust that they caught
Yeah.
in the.
What
Oh
is
no! There's a spooky
that?
woman out there. Look
Yeah.
at that,
Oh no,
Brar.
dude! I'm so. Oh shit,
Brar.
dude. Oh. They started screaming.
Because the lady turned around and screamed and started running at him. And the video cuts off. Maybe they died.
Maybe. Okay, number 2, the gas
Oh,
station.
this is security cam footage.
That's good.
Maybe maybe La Llorona. Oh, there she is. Oh, I thought
Is
she was
that
gonna
her?
pull up. I thought she was gonna pull up and gas up her whip. It's from 2019, and right before the movie came out. That can't be a coincidence.
Interesting.
She's walking around, huh?
She is. Maybe that's her car on the right, the yellow car.
Oh! I thought she was gonna get hit by the bus.
No. She's on the sidewalk. Okay.
Okay.
Number 3.
Yeah, that was the fourth scariest one. Oh my god.
Is that her?
She's up. She's commanding all the wolves to howl.
Oh, the wolves at the door.
All right, I'll admit, if I saw this one out in the wild, I'd be terrified.
Yeah. She looks kind of tall there. Okay, that was quick.
I think she was
Or-
on the tree, not taller than the tree.
Oh, excuse me.
What is this?
I don't know. It's blurry.
What's happening here? Is this the camera Peter Jackson used to film The Hobbit? 2? When they're in the river, in the barrels, you know?
Yes.
That
Oh,
goes.
the 5 armies. Dude, what's going on? Is this a drone shot?
Is La Llorona filming this? Does she have the camera?
That'd be pretty crazy. I think that's her on the bottom, right?
How could you know?
That right there.
That's her?
Yeah, with the black hair.
Dude, they they had clearer cameras during the Spanish Inquisition. What's going on?
I don't know. I feel like this is a drone shot.
I feel like
Oh god, it's getting closer.
oh no, well yeah, you could send a drone to La Llorona, couldn't you?
Good. I don't like that.
It's okay, the drone's getting away, it's flying away.
Okay, thank you.
The guy kept the
Oh
drone.
man, we got 2 more to go.
Oh, this one's crying loudly so you can tell that's the real La Llorona.
Yeah. Dude, just run. Why am I watching this at night?
He can't run because the lady he gave $5 to stand down the street and scream is doing the bit.
Thing is, they're in the middle of nowhere. I feel like she's gonna pop in my face or something. I don't know. I hate the camera shots.
You picked this video.
I know. They should make more found footage movies, man.
You don't think we've got it?
We got a lot, but I feel like it should come back.
You don't think they did it as good as they could?
No, I feel like they should
Yeah.
do more. No, I mean,
Found
I
footage
think
horror. We did Blair Witch. Found footage like monster movies. We got Cloverfield.
I mean, they should like. I mean, it stopped for a while, but I want it to come back.
Well, they're still doing Paranormal Activity movies, aren't they?
No, it's done.
Okay.
There's VHS. I just saw that.
Oh, is that her?
It is her.
Is that La Llorona?
Please do not run at me.
You know what?
She's screaming.
You know what?
Yeah.
Oh.
Hell no.
It's when she stops crying that you have to worry.
Yeah. Oh, dude. Damn right. Is that it? Okay, she stopped. She stopped crying.
Uh-huh. So, let me point something out here too.
Yeah. And
Um,
that's it.
in case you're wondering, if this video is clickbait or a lie or something like that. Well, technically, La Llorona just means weeping woman, right?
Yeah.
So as long as you film a crying woman, that's a La Llorona, you know.
That's true. Well, yeah.
But here, an official disclaimer from the Brown Boy Wonders podcast: don't film crying women.
Yeah, it's not nice.
And you know what? Don't film ghosts neither. They won't like it.
They don't. Well, they like to. Don't they like the fame?
Fame?
Yeah.
They're dead.
Bill
Bill Wilkins would have loved the fame, though. He was a sassy bitch.
Yeah, absolutely. But alright, yeah. So that was. I don't know if they were real or fake. It just says top 5 encounters.
That was a complete waste of time. I'm so mad you made us watch.
I'm sorry, I apologize, guys. But yes, thank you, that YouTube channel, TULT. Thank you so much for the maybe waste of time. But that was it for this episode. The next time you will hear from us, we'll be talking about Annabelle Comes Home. Finally, she's been out. She's been out.
She's been out technically the whole time. She's been not home, but now she's home.
Finally, she's home. But before she gets home, where can they find you, man?
Well, I'm going to pick up my camera, pick up my GoPro.
Okay. Your drone.
Go out into a field.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to be looking for La Llorona because that woman stole my internet for about 5 minutes during recording. Recording La Llorona. So I'm gonna get my baseball bat. And I'm gonna go have some words from her.
The Annabelle doll didn't do it. The nun didn't do it. But La Llorona?
They were respectful.
Yeah.
La Llorona came in here and she made it all about herself, and I gotta go have some words with her now.
Thank you. Of course, you can follow this podcast on Spotify, Apple Podcasts. I'm on YouTube, YouTube Music as well, and I'm also on Instagram, and I'm also on TikTok from My Wonder Podcast, where I post clips and stuff. And of course, I'm on Facebook. If any Facebook goers out there, I'm out there too, about My Wonder Podcast. Other than that, let's not weep and clap.
Ugh.
Actually, that sounds wrong. Let's not do that.
It's always sounded wrong. It's been wrong the whole time.
I apologize. Don't forget to like, comment, and follow.